Mattel has been running rampant with their releases of new toys, and in the newest release of this batch, we have gotten Indoraptor. And throughout much of this game's history, Indoraptor's story has gone up and down. So today, we're going to find out if this newest edition will finally give it the respect it deserves. Even if it's in the form of a toy, but that doesn't matter. In this video, we're taking a look at its stats, abilities, combat potential, and finally bringing forth a verdict at the end of the analysis to determine if this creature can finally find a home in this current state of the meta. I hope you guys enjoy this one. Stay tuned, sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. Jumping into this thing's stats, Indoraptor will be bringing 4400 health, 1650 attack, 128 speed, no armor, 40% crit, which is very big, and 135 critical damage, along with a bunch of resistances that are very questionable at best. So it's going to be bringing pin resistance, almost near rend immunity. Damage reduction is 50%, damage over time is 75%, decel is 75%. It's for whatever reason immune to reduced armor even though it's got none. It's got affliction of 50 and daze of 85%. So this is very, very confusing. The stuff that it should not be immune to, it is. It's also got no stun immunity, so that's going to be a little bit hurtful for it. But the only big stunners right now in the meta, in my opinion, are stuff like Shantro and somewhat Draco Lux. Can't really think of anything else that stuns in the meta. I mean, I think overall the stats are good. I probably would go a little bit higher on the health, like 4500, just because 4400 is a little bit glass cannony. If I remember correctly, Magnoraptor is like on par, or just has like a little bit less than it. So we'll see where it goes. But 40% crit chance is monstrously big, so that should help it out a lot. Anyway, with that being said, let's head on over to the abilities to find out what it can do with this. So in terms of its abilities, it's going to be bringing Harrowing Strike, which basically acts as a cautious strike, but instead of bypassing armor, you're going to break shields and disarm them. So it's not too bad. It serves as a good defensive move for a pretty offensive kit otherwise. Neon Overcharge, this one, the ability just makes me laugh every time because it just reminds me of Emboldened, but nonetheless, you are going to be giving yourself an attack and speed increase, you're going to be cleansing, and you're also going to be nullifying the opponent's stats. Apparently this nullifies yourself, but I think that's just a glitch and it's supposed to apply vulnerability to the opponent. So that's a little awkward, but we should see what will happen in the public release. I just don't want to say anything now because obviously it's not out yet while I'm recording this. It's got Instant Cunning Rampage, which is pretty good as a good revenge killing tool. And then it's got Reaping Slash, which is not too bad on Threatened, although I do wish that it didn't really... I kind of wish that it did bypass armor, but I guess it would be a little bit too OP just because it is a devastation on the threatened range. And thankfully, it's only on 50% because I'm pretty sure this was only on 33% health before the buff. Speaking of which, I do think Neon Overcharge should be in Act Last, although I don't know if that would make it a little bit too OP, especially since we got things like Barriotor running around. Although saying that, Barriotor will probably still beat this thing just because Barry is slower at base speed than Indo, so it would, help out in the end. But aside from that, we've also got secondary abilities, which are Hunt on Escape and Medium Dart Encounter. This is pretty good. Indoraptor is going to be able to do a lot of offensive play, and it's going to be pretty hard to swap on. Really, the only things that can be able to swap on it are stuff like Junior and Central Lux. So make do of that which you will. But overall, I think the abilities are quite good. You've just got a little bit of tweaks to work around, especially in stuff like Reaping Slash and Neon Overcharge. So I give it a good 6 out of 10 in terms of just general versatility. I think this thing is going to be pretty fun to use, especially in the skill format. So with that being said, let's take a look at its matchups. So Indoraptor kind of suffers a little bit in its matchups. It's not really a good head-to-head creature from what I'm finding. It's really better in revenge kill situations where it can kind of set up and snowball momentum from there. It gets one shot by Lycan no matter what, just because Indoraptor's health is extremely pitiful and Lycan has 4420 damage if I remember correctly, or 4450. So it's very funny that by 30 health this thing just gets slaughtered by Lycan. Aside from that, Indo kind of just gets dogged on by a lot. I mean, you got stuff like Taitor, which just cheat deaths and, ramps into it. You've got stuff like Beckle Jara, which also kills it. You just go like ASD. So it's like, it's very weird. You don't want to get into a threatened range because then that's where it gets a little bit more deadly. But a lot of things can kind of just like play around that and just play more passively, and they can kind of bypass whatever Indo's trying to go for. Saying that now, I'm not really too concrete about the matchups I'm currently looking at right now. Apparently, Indoraptor can kill Atroce Maxima and Arimo Canis, which isn't too bad. And then it loses to stuff like Achmelistes, Distortus Rex, Indochisian, Kentra Rex. Gets absolutely slaughtered by stuff like Aquagnathus, Gemina Titan, Griganith, Herrera Nator, and then stuff like Ali Rasuchus, Barriator, Centralux, and Coelocephalus just absolutely murder it. So it's not really the best thing in the head-to-head. But like I said, in revenge kill situations, if it's below 50% HP, then that's where I can imagine it being quite the strong opposition. With that being said though, I've rambled enough about Indoraptor. Let's take a look at Sector 4. So in terms of ranking Indoraptor, I'm going to be giving it a 2 out of 5 in synergy, 3.5 out of 5 in head-to-head, 5 out of 5 in fun, 3 out of 5 in plug-and-play potential, and 3.5 out of 5 in adjustment likelihood. I do think they want Indoraptor to be good, and the kinks in its kit are very easy to work out and just require a few text changes. All you have to do is literally just swap a couple things around, add a delay here, maybe a Noctilus there, and Indoraptor is insanely good and already. So I hope that's the case in the near future. However, I also do see a good niche with Indoraptor serving as a pretty good revenge killer, and especially in the skill formats, that's going to be pretty prevalent as well if they do allow us to use Indoraptor. It seems like they want to push the toys to be a little bit better just because they are somewhat harder to come by. They seem to be more exclusive, but I digress. In terms of a boost build, I'd probably go 17-20-0 or 15-22, just so you can outspeed other Indoraptors that are a little bit slower and want to prioritize max attack. In my opinion, I think you don't want to get outsped by a fellow Indoraptor, just because they're going to be able to one-shot you in most cases where you're trying to come in for that revenge kill. And with that being said, that has been the Mattel Indoraptor review. Let me know what you guys think of it. I think it's going to be quite fun. I just don't know if it's going to hold up in the meta quite well. It seems to struggle quite a lot. It is a tier 5 merchant, I will say. After getting a kill, you will get Cloak. And then that's where things actually get deadly, because you can set up into Reaping Slash or Cautious Cunning Rampage and absolutely eviscerate your opponent. But with that being said, I hope you guys enjoy the battles. So good luck on ladder and enjoy the show. Okay, selecting Stamato. Ooh, there's Indo. It looks so weird as a toy. It's got all the teeth like jutting out, and then it's got this like weird color texture on it. It's not completely black, it's more of like a bluish hue on it. Oh, I don't like it. It kind of reminds me of the max level Indoraptor from Jurassic World the game. I do like the tiger stripes. The tiger stripes look nice on it. I don't know how I feel about that. Like, we finally got an Indoraptor Apex, but it's a toy, so I don't know. Okay, well, I'm dead. I don't know how I feel about that. It looks so, like, ugly, but it's the teeth that are messing me up. Okay, what can you do here? Okay. Atroce Maxima, I guess? Oh, wait, if you crit, I'm probably dead. 40% crit is a huge crit chance. Oh my goodness. And oh, okay, I'm alive. I thought they did way more damage, but it doesn't bypass armor, thankfully. Alright, it's dead. Nice. I don't know how to feel about... Because Jurassic World the game... Again, I kind of wish they had like a dead toy animation. Because Jurassic World the game has like the toy Carnotaurus and the toy Ceratosaurus. And both of them, I've said this before, but both of them just like flop over and kind of, deactivate and struggle a little bit. And it's kind of cute. It's a little bit of, funny. But it fits for a toy, and I just don't see, I don't see why they can't do that for Jurassic World Alive. It seems like they do not care whatsoever. Oh, I lost the 50-50. God damn it. Okay. Time to bring out my own Indo. Harrowing Strike. Yeah. Because if he goes Cheat Death, I'm kind of cooked. Actually, I'm dead either way if he goes Cheat Death. He's immune to damage reduction. Kind of wish Neon Overcharge either healed or was act last. I can see it being really OP in that instance. Oh, I'm dead. Never mind. So I won't even find out. Okay, nice bypass, bro. Nice. I'm trying to showcase this. Okay, attempt number 2. Bring in Stamato. Who, by the way, got buffed. I like that they shadow buffed it, but I kind of wish they told us beforehand. Their communication has been kind of dog water recently, so I don't know what's up with that, but I'm not going to make a video on that. We've seen how it goes before. They don't seem to take too kindly. Like, from a distance, looking at Indoraptor now. Oh my god, that's a big hit. Could you imagine if that bypassed armor? Holy, that'd be nuts. 1,000 heal for 2 turns. Wow, was that like 60% for 2 turns? That's nuts. Like, I was gonna say, like, from a distance, Indoraptor does look cool, but then you see, like, you know, close up with, like, the teeth and everything. It just looks so weird. I don't even know what to do for my thumbnail. Like, it just looks so ugly. I don't know, this is hashtag not my Indo. I do like that it has a huge 40% crit, though. That's nice, especially for a revenge killer, which seems to be the direction they're trying to take this thing. I don't know. I smell buff. Okay. Can I... Wait, I don't even need a speed tagger. Oh, hunt? Okay. Hunt and escape is cool. I like that. Again, from like back here, it looks cool. It's just anything but looking at that weird face. I don't know how to feel about the toys. I think the toys are cool. I think it'd be a cool meta to have, like, you know, more Mattel toys come in. I think it would be nice. I'm not one of those people that hate it just because it's a Mattel toy. I used to because it's the 93 T-Rex. But in terms of like a Mattel toy, I think it's amazing because we have these like new creatures that are fun. They've got niche strats. But I kind of wish they put a little bit more work into them, like they do with Jurassic World the game. Because with Jurassic World the game, they actually look like toys, but here they look like real creatures. And that's kind of where I get annoyed, because I know you guys can do it and you just don't. Think about it. It would just look so nice to have like Stamato with like some kind of, you know, socket joints or limbs. Krylov as well. They both kind of die and like flip out a little bit. Like, it would be cool. You know, I can't imagine what Indoraptor would be. Indoraptor would probably like just throw itself theatrically. Probably hit the Embolo special, you know what I mean? But no, I don't know. I think we'll have to wait and see. Right now, we've only got 4 toys in the game. That being the Stamato, the Cryo, the Rex, and now Indo. So I'm hoping to see what they add. I'm excited to see what they add. But I just can't be excited for them. I don't know why. At the same time I am, but I don't know how to describe it. It's just so weird because they're trying to treat them like real animals and they're not, and I know they're toys and their proportions look off. I don't know. I really, that's kind of the one word, or I guess the few words I can use to describe it. I don't know. They just look so off in this game. I mean, probably would be more forgiving if they just looked like toys. So, he's gonna go Blighted Stall. He's gonna nullify my cheat death and stuff, but whatever. So wish that has had bypass on it. Didn't need it anyway, because I already got him. Nice, nice. Now, all I need is to bypass him here. Oh, he's swapping? Into a Bariotor, okay. Whee! Oh, another crit, nice. So I didn't even need a bypass previously. Bring in the Indo. Like, see, look at the teeth. They just look so weird. Like, the real Indoraptor has this really pretty looking head. It's sleek, but the teeth kind of jut out in a natural looking way. They look sharp, but here, I mean, I get it's a toy and it's supposed to look ugly, but like the teeth literally just look like not like skull crawler teeth, but they just kind of look like weird shark teeth just like coming out. I don't know if it's just me, but that's like my biggest pet peeve when it comes to Indo. It's just those stupid teeth. It's like the eyes look weird as well. I get it's a toy. I get it. I'm not trying to be that guy. But Indoraptor is one of the most handsome looking dinosaurs in the entire franchise, and you just got like this thing just completely dogging on it. Although that is another win for me, so it's nice. Okay, bring in the Indo. What I'm going to do is... yeah, I'll just cautious cunning strike, it's fine. Alright. Amax maybe? T-Dact? Oh, okay, Amax. See, again, this is the thing that I'm asking with, like, not Reaping Charge. Neon Overcharge. At last? Oh, almost. Bro, this thing is such a glass cannon. Why do you apply vulnerability to yourself? I don't understand that. And a massive hit comes in, 9,200 damage. The heal on this is going to be nuts. Oh, he brings in his own Indo. How much do I heal? Show me the money. 5,500. I regen my entire health bar. Most players would crit here. However, I am not most players. And I get the crit. What a hat trick from Mattel Indo of all things. GG. What a fun fight that was.